Navy dispatched 4 warships over this past weekend following an incursion of 11 military vessels from Russia and China operating near Alaska's Aleutian Islands. Joining us in our studio tonight is Alaska Senator Dan Sullivan to talk about the situation that has a lot of Alaskans asking questions and feeling on edge. Senator, thanks for joining us this evening.
Great to be back on the program, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Senator, first of all, do you have any new updates today about this incident from the Defense Department that you can share with us? And can you just run through basically what happened?
Well, this is something we've been monitoring for quite some time, and Senator Murkowski and I got a classified briefing a few days ago. This is an unprecedented, very large 11-warship joint naval task force between Russia and China. In that regard, it's unprecedented. And they've been traveling around, and we're focused on Alaska. Now, Mike, this is unprecedented in terms of size and scope, but also it's something that actually happened with a smaller group last year. And what happened last year after this happened, the response I thought was quite tepid. I love our Coast Guard, but we sent one Coast Guard cutter to try to monitor this large joint task force. So when I met with our military officials after that, I said, look, we need to do a much better job to send a much more robust response, especially given how important Alaska is for our country. So to the credit of our military leaders, this time they did send, as you mentioned, 4 destroyers and some U.S. Navy P-8s that were actually here at J-Bear. So that was a much better response, but this is something that, in my view, is going to continue until we have our own military buildup, our military assets, military infrastructure, something that I've been pressing our military for years on, how important Alaska is, our strategic location. As you know, the father of the U.S. Air Force, Billy Mitchell, called Alaska the most strategic place in the world. And I think this weekend, hopefully, is going to be a wake-up call for Pentagon leaders on continuing the military buildup here. But this is something I think we're going to see more of as China and Russia continue to work together, and it's certainly a more dangerous world.